What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a first look at the new Power of Wishes team here. It is shaping up to be a pretty good team on Global. There are a lot of options that we have available for this Power of Wishes team that weren't available, when the anniversary went live on JP. Literally about half my team here, both the God Gokus and the Bulma, were all not available on JP. So we definitely have a lot more options, which is allowing this category to breathe a little bit, and that is nice. And it's only going to continue to get more and more buffs from here on out. So we are going to be jumping into the Cell Max Red Zone fight. So let's go ahead and see how we can fare. Okay, so I believe we've got some entrance animations that we're going to be viewing here on this first turn. Wow, we've got a bangin' first turn. Both the Anniversary LRs are going to be here. This is exciting. What a cracked animation. I will never get tired of that, let me tell you. Okay, so I think we might be off to a good start here. So the idea with this team here, some of you may have noticed already, I brought Broly, Chilai, and Lemo, so pretty much the only way that we can survive with them is if we manage to give them their 7 orbs every turn, so that they can get the guaranteed dodge off, and if they don't, then obviously we're going to be in trouble. But that's why I have the Physical God Goku here to change orbs, and the Bulma to change orbs for us, so hopefully we should be okay with that starting next turn here. How do I want to run these rotations? I think because God Goku has his guard up, we're going to go ahead and put him first slot. I think we're going to rotate off the Boo Boys. I don't really trust them in this fight too much, especially towards the beginning, because they do have to build up a lot of stats before they're going to be defensively viable and stuff, right? Shoot, and we're just 1 key shy of the 24 key super there. That is a little unfortunate as well, because obviously both the 8th Anniversary LRs are getting a guaranteed additional super at 24 keys, so neither of them are going to be able to get that this time. That is kind of one downside of this team, is that it is very, very key hungry. Okay, so we're getting super attacked right away, and we get hit by it. Is this just going to be GG already? Almost. Just about. Okay, yeah, it's GG. Okay, let's go ahead and run that back. We'll just say that didn't count here. Lucky for us, during the anniversary, they have decided to remove the restrictions for the red zone fights. You can now fight them as many times as you want, instead of being limited to like the 3 or 5 attempts per day. So we can continue to run this back. Let's go ahead and try this again. Obviously, Cell Max is a very RNG heavy fight, right? Which is why I put a lot of these dodging characters on here, because I was really, really hoping that if we just dodge, then we won't have these issues.
Should be around here.
Alright, get to see Bulma's entrance animation there, and this actually works out perfectly because Bulma was able to change orbs for us. We've got the rotation set up properly to be able to give the Broly, Chilai, and Lemo their 7 orbs here, and they're going to be selecting AGL key spheres, so they're giving attack support to the entire rotation this time, and then they will have a 100% chance to dodge all of those attacks, which are actually most of the attacks for the turn, so that is very, very good. Okay, and then with Bulma selecting more than 5 key spheres, she's giving a support buff to the rotation. It's too bad she wasn't able to get 7 key spheres to get the additional attack, but I don't think that she'll be needing it this time around, so we should be okay here. Alright, and then ideally I want to have the full power Goku rotate around onto the other rotation, to be alongside the GT duo. That way they can activate the GT link and Saiyan Roar and some of those other really, really good links that they have. Okay, perfect. There we go. 1 super attack dodged down the drain. Yeah, I'm thinking with this new Power of Wishes team, Broly, Chilai, and Lemo can definitely be a pretty formidable unit. It seems like they have some, a decent chance to be really good here. I feel like that unit just gets slept on a lot, and that's why I chose to bring them on the team. Because a lot of people just really don't feel like relying on that, you know, because you do have to select 7 key spheres, and that is a very difficult thing to do. Beautiful. I'm literally never going to get tired of seeing that entrance animation. Yeah, I feel like as long as you have orb changers around to help you out, then getting off the 7, you know, key sphere selection should not be too much of an issue. Okay, so how do we want to run this? Let me just go ahead and double check the physical God Goku's kit, because he kind of sold for me last time. So I believe, see, since he got his entrance animation, he's getting an additional 100% attack when performing a super attack. He also randomly changes key spheres for 6 turns. Okay, and then so he's just got a medium chance to evade, plus the additional 30% chance to evade with 3 or more key spheres obtained. Okay, so for some reason I was thinking he had guard. Oh, he does get guard with 6 or more key spheres obtained. So we need to make sure that we select 6 key spheres with him, and then he'll be getting his guard up, and then he should be okay to tank here. I'm thinking. Maybe. I also do want to try to make sure that we can get the 24 key supers off for these other guys here. So that is kind of the challenge here. Like I mentioned before, this team is very key hungry. That is the one downside. Well, okay, it doesn't look like we're going to get the 24 key with the GT duo, but we should be able to get it here. Perfect. The Boo duo is the more important character to get that, because they're building defense on super, right? So we want to make sure they can get as many super attacks off as possible, whereas the GT duo is building up damage reduction anyway, so they're already going to be tanking fine. It's okay if we sacrifice the 1 super attack for them not to get a little extra attack build up, right? Okay, and I believe we did just dodge a super attack there at the beginning, so that was good. Alright, this attempt has been going much smoother so far in these first couple turns. It is going to take this team a little bit to grab their bearings. That is at least the super type, you know, build for this team. It has a lot of units that need to build up. I say that, and we're starting out with a 7.5 million attack stat here. Jeez. And that is just going to continue to rise, because again, they are raising attack on every single super attack they do. Something we're going to have to get used to is just seeing 4 million super attacks dished out. This is a very, very super attack heavy team. Okay, are we going to live this? We do, wow. The tanking on that super attack comparative to, you know, when we got destroyed last turn with that, like, 600k super to us, definitely shows how much stronger they are defensively than other units. And then we followed up with an 11 million attack stat from these guys. That is absolutely insane. Keep in mind that this friend Boo Boys is rainbowed, so their stats are going to be looking insane. Wow, already 8 million. So they did 11 million, followed by a 7 million, followed by an 8 million. That is just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Okay, and then they're getting supered here. This is actually really good that this happened. So even with them stacking defense through all of those super attacks, they still took more damage on super than the GT duo did there. That speaks volumes to, you know, how much stronger defensively the GT duo is right out the gate. It definitely takes quite a few turns for the Boo Boys to build up and stuff, right? To where they're defensively viable. Okay, so how do we want to do this? We're gonna select all these AGL key spheres with Broly, Chila, and Lemo again, so they get their guaranteed dodge off. Perfect. And they also gave attack support to the entire rotation. That is lovely. And then we get the 7 orbs with Bulma this time, and we're getting that 24 key super off. Very, very good. And then we can go ahead and select these AGL key spheres here with the God Goku, and hopefully he doesn't get super attacked at the end there. Hopefully he is able to dodge. Again, another unit that we're depending on dodging. Perfect, 1 super attack down. So I believe there can only be 1 more super attack max in this turn, so hopefully it launches against Broly, Chila, and Lemo as well. That would be the best case scenario, especially since our HP is so low. So starting next turn, we're actually going to be able to take a first look at these standby skills, which is going to be exciting because we are on turn 4, and that is going to be the activation condition, as well as being below 50% HP. So, yeah, it looks like we are on track to be able to do that. Alright, lots of good damage there. Take any critical hit I can get. Nice, and we dodge the second super for the turn. Okay, yeah, we can see that that guy definitely needs to dodge. Getting hit for 125k on a normal attack, no good. Definitely not what we want to see, right? Okay, sweet. So we've got our first standby available. Let's go ahead and put these guys into their standby mode so that we can get the free revive if we end up dying on this turn, which I assume we're going to. Okay, beautiful. So now we have our standby revive skill active. As you can see here, it says 5 turns left, because we do have to manage to use it within 5 turns, or they will automatically defuse back into, you know, their original state. So basically, we've got 5 turns to use revive, and as you can see, the hearts are on everyone, so if anybody on your rotation gets hit with, you know, or gets KO'd, then we'll be able to revive with them. So that is very, very good stuff. So because of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put God Goku in the first slot, because that way if he ends up getting tagged with a couple hits and dies, it's no big deal, we'll revive. But there is a chance that he can dodge all of these attacks, and if he manages to dodge all the attacks, then we'll get some additional damage off before we end up getting KO'd here. So this can be decent. It's also worth mentioning that this is one of the best support rotations in the game right now, because the, you know, standby version of this Super Saiyan GT Vegeta is giving all allies 8 ki and 80% attack, so that is very, very good. Okay, so we don't really need to select a lot of key spheres. There's generally, like, no reason to, so I guess we'll collect all of these over here. He'll be at full 24 ki. Again, the 8 ki support that he's giving himself and everyone else is helping out a lot. And then we'll grab all of these tech key spheres here, just to get a little bit of HP back, and hopefully we can survive through this first mess of attacks here. Oof. Okay, so we're getting hit with a super. Probably not going to survive this one, then. Oh, wow, he did! Oh my goodness, this this God Goku, man, just continues to surprise me. You know, so perfect example. This is a unit that JP didn't have during their anniversary. So when they were running Power of Wishes teams, they just didn't get this guy, right? And I think one of the biggest struggles for the Power of Wishes team is those slot 1 units. So, you know, the fact that we have this physical God Goku is just a huge bonus here. Okay, awesome. It's perfect that they were able to get off a super attack, because they're going to do quite a bit of damage here before dying, but they are not defensive by any means, so once they get hit, they are going to get hit very, very hard. Perfect. We're getting an example of it here with them getting hit with the super attack. There you can see they got hit for 700,000 damage. That is a lot. Oh my goodness, so great. All right, well, we definitely didn't do a ton of damage on that, you know, Spirit Bomb attack. We didn't have type advantage, we didn't critical hit on it, and also my unit is only 55% in the Hidden Potential system, so they're definitely not even close to maxed out. So these are all things to consider. They're also not even link level 10 yet. I suppose I should show their links. Still in the middle of link leveling them. They're almost there, some 8s and 9s. So yeah, that is something to keep in mind with this unit. The other thing is because they're infinitely raising attack, the longer you can wait to launch their Spirit Bomb, the more damage it's going to do once their stats are like fully raised up, right? So because we were only on turn 4 there and we already had to launch the, you know, the Spirit Bomb, it definitely wasn't going to do nearly as much damage as it could have. So yeah, that is definitely something to consider. Okay, so now we have a bit of a scary turn here because we don't actually have the ability to select our 7 key spheres right out the gate. So how are we going to do this? We definitely have to put Bulma in the first slot, right? Because neither of these other units we can depend on to put there. I mean, I suppose they have 500k defense. I wonder if that's enough. I mean, it's enough for them to tank normals, probably, but I doubt that it's enough for them to be able to tank super attacks is the thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and put Bulma in the first slot. She's only going to be able to get 4 key spheres, which is not good, because she's not giving her support-type passive and stuff, but there we go. Now we're able to get the 7 key spheres with Broly, Chi Light, and Lemo. Perfect, and I guess we're going to be selecting physical key spheres. I wanted to be able to get those STR ones to give attack support to everybody, just to see how hard we could wank the Boo Boys on this turn. But yeah, it looks like we're going to have to select the physical key spheres, so that's okay. They're just going to be hitting harder themselves, because they are nuking. They also get a defensive nuke here, so their defensive stat is still extremely low, right? Because they do depend on dodging. Okay, and then we're able to get the 24 key super with the Boo Boys here. If we have a really good turn, I imagine we could finish off the entire fight here. Bulma does still have her guard up, because she does get guard for the first 7 turns, right? She's also been building 7% damage reduction at the start of every single turn, so we definitely know that we can depend on her to tank, regardless of how many orbs she had selected. Dang, I kind of wanted her to get hit with a super attack there, just so we could have tested her defense and see how well she could have tanked it. Because having type advantage here, plus the guard and all the damage reduction, she probably would have been able to tank it very, very well. I'm assuming under 100k. Okay, so we don't have quite as many links active as they did on their first turn, which is why we're only seeing an 8 million attack stat here instead of like 11 million. So not quite as well, but we did get the full 24 key, rotation here, so we can see a maximum of 4 super attacks from them. So that's 2. Here's the third one. So the second one was guaranteed from the 24 key super. The third one was the high chance from the 18 key super, and then the fourth one we could potentially get after this would be from the hidden potential system. Okay, so we just got the normal attack. Okay, hopefully their defense is raised enough to tank this super. Let's see. Very good, very good. So there you go. That's a much better example. They were taking over 200k damage, on the first turn, and now that it is, up to turn 5, they've had a few extra turns to raise their stats. Now they can tank just as well as the Boo Boys, or as the GT Boys there. Ooh, we've got our active skill to use with the Physical God Goku. Let's go ahead and launch this one and transform him into his Super Saiyan self. Very good, very good. Okay, who do we want to put in the first slot here? I'm thinking we should go for the GT duo, since they've got all that damage reduction that they're building up. They'll probably be okay here in the first slot. Okay, so we'll get the full 24 key with them. Hopefully they can just finish things off for us here. I'm assuming that they can. And then we'll go ahead and select 5 key spheres here with them. That way we can grab all these int orbs on the side and get ourselves healed back to full. That way we have the maximum amount of defense possible against this first rotation. Oh no! Oh, this is bad. Are they gonna survive this? Barely. Oh, we died. Oh no! We were so close, we were so close. Okay, okay. I do actually want to run this back. I really want to see if this team has what it takes to clear this. So what we're going to go ahead and do is run this one more time here. We got a good showcase of all of these units, all of these units, active skills and animations and everything. So on this next run, we'll go ahead and, ooh, we don't have a Rainbowed Boo Boys friend. Hold on one second. Majin Buu Saga. Yikes, there isn't a rainbowed one. Okay, we'll go ahead and use these guys. 79%, no equips. That's because people are holding out, waiting for the free equips that we're going to be able to get later in the celebration, right? Wait a minute. Is there a bug? It doesn't show any equips on this character, but there are equips on them. Oh my goodness, I just discovered a bug. That's insane. Okay, so I guess it's probably because of these new Power of Wishes skill orbs. These new Power of Wishes EX skill orbs are... No, this isn't a Power of Wishes one. This is just a regular EX skill orb. Wow. Okay, yeah, so keep that in mind. I guess there's a bug right now with the skill orbs on friend units. So make sure you're tapping them and actually seeing if they have skill orbs on them. Okay, interesting. So let's go ahead and go back in with this team again, and we'll go ahead and turn off all the animations for this run so we can try and get through it a little bit quicker here. There we go. We'll skip all that stuff since we saw everything last time. And then we'll turn the animations back on for the spirit bombs only, just so we can see the brand new animations. Okay, so we have Broly, Chilai, and Lemmo in the 7th slot, which means we need to leave Bulma on rotation here so that she can link up with them a little bit later. As we saw, the GT duo does not do well against the AGL phase here. So let's go ahead and throw Bulma in the 1st slot. It's probably going to be equivalent. I think there's a decent chance that we just get KO'd out the gate here. It's very possible. So, okay, we'll go ahead and select the 6 key spheres there to give the support type passive. I'm genuinely considering rotating off the GT duo. I think that's probably smart because the opposite rotation's where we're going to want to keep them anyway, since this is going to be the Bulma and, this is going to be the Bulma and Broly, Chilai, Lemmo rotation. There we go, and now we're able to get the 24 key super with them as well, so they'll be a better tank in that final slot there. There we go, so Bulma's an amazing tank for us up front. Definitely tanking better than the GT duo. Can we see some critical hits from God Goku? That would be nice. The more critical hits, the better. Though, I suppose the longer we take to get through the fight, we have a better chance of being able to launch the Boo Boys Spirit Bomb, right? Because it does take a lot longer for them to be able to get their finish skill off. Since with the GT duo, all you have to do is transform into their standby skill, and then you're able to use their Spirit Bomb immediately, because you just have to die, and then upon reviving, you'll be able to launch the Spirit Bomb. Whereas with the Boo Boys, you're going to have to put them in their standby mode, and then you have to select 39 key spheres in order to fill up their finish skill bar, and then manually activate their Spirit Bomb, which is definitely going to take you another at least 3 turns, right? So, yeah, hopefully we can survive long enough to be able to see that activate. Okay, we're tanking a super attack there. We're tanking 2 super attacks already. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we've got barely any HP left. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, we did get a little bit of healing there at the end of the turn. Okay, and so because we're below 50% HP, we're actually able to drop ourselves straight into the standby mode with the Boo Boys. So let's go ahead and do that straight away. I suppose there's no reason to wait, right? Because they're only infinitely stacking their defense and they're not stacking offense, like the GT duo, there's no reason to continue to build up their stats before using the Spirit Bomb, because it's not going to hit any harder with the stats that we build up here. So yeah, let's go ahead and put the animations back on here. Oh, actually, it doesn't even matter, because standby animations don't, there's no skip for them right now. That will come in a few months, I guess. I believe that JP just got the standby skill skip with the Tanabata celebration. Alright, sweet. I don't like that animation nearly as much, and including the Spirit Bomb portion that we'll see in a little bit here. I'm definitely not as much a fan of those animations as the GT duo. I'm definitely in favor of that. Partially because I really like the Kid Goku, or I suppose the GT Goku's voice acting. And it seems a little bit choppy on this one. So yeah, that is my opinion there. That I think those ones are better. Okay, so now from this point on, because we've got our charge meter here, same deal, we have 5 turns in order to launch this Spirit Bomb. So what we're going to need to do within 5 turns is select up to 39 Key Spheres. If we get 38 or less, we're going to get a weaker Spirit Bomb animation. And then if we get 39 or more, that's when we get the big one. That's going to help us out a lot. And hopefully we'll do a ton of damage here. So yeah, that's the name of the game for the next few turns here, is to try and select as many Key Spheres as physically possible. So what's going to be the best way here? I guess we'll go like this and grab these 6 with them, which is perfect as well because they've got a decent amount of defense here. They're also going to be, I believe, building up damage reduction. Hold on, let me pull up their transformed state on the wiki. I don't want to be misinforming you guys here. Okay, so they've got 250% defense in this form, and then they also guard all attacks and randomly change Key Spheres to rainbow types for 4 turns, and then they're also reducing damage received by 8% per Key Sphere obtained. So we got 6 Key Spheres there, so yeah, that's going to be 48% damage reduction. That's pretty good. Okay, cool. Alright, and then we can select 6 Key Spheres here as well. I guess the only nerve-wracking part is that while we're pulling all of these Key Spheres, we do need to still make sure that Broly, Chila, and Lemma are guaranteed to get their 7 Key Spheres on the next turn, right? So we're just going to have to hope that Bulma comes in clutch with her orb changing for us. There were still a few rainbow Key Spheres on the field, so I think we should be okay. Can we dodge? Oh, I think we're dead here. No! God, Goku, please! Oh, wow! Oh my goodness, he tanked that so well. What? That's insane. Okay. Maybe I'm missing something in his kit. How are they going to tank? Let's see. Amazingly, yeah. This is pretty much the strongest defensive unit in the game, right? When they're transformed into this state. Wow. Yeah, I think I missed something in God Goku's kit. Does he have like a temporary guard or temporary damage reduction that I don't know about? Let me go ahead and pull him up on the wiki on the side too. Let's see, there he is. Yeah, why was he able to defend against that so well? I guess that's just because of his great defensive raise on Super. Wow. Interesting stuff. Okay. Oh my goodness. We got hit very hard there while I was looking away. Okay, so what? We managed to survive that turn with 500 HP? Are you kidding me? I guess the full power Goku got hit pretty hard there, huh? Wow. Okay, well, that's extremely lucky. Okay, so we can probably keep the rotation exactly like this. Actually, no, we can't. Because we need 7 Key Spheres with Broly, Chila, and Lemma, not 6. So we have to select all these Key Spheres with Bulma. We're going to be getting 5, so that's perfect. We'll get the support type passive off. And then... oh, no! Okay. Not a big deal. Not a huge deal. All we have to do here is select these Key Spheres with God Goku, and we do actually have to rotate off Broly, Chila, and Lemma, which could be the beginning of the end for us. So let's, because we have to shake up our rotations, this is going to start to get a little bit funky. So 5 Key Spheres for him, and then, there we go. Now we can get the 8 Key Spheres here, and we're getting decently close to that 39. We're almost there. Once that bar fully fills up, that's when you're at the 39. Perfect, and Bulma is tanking for double digits. Very wonderful. Okay, if we manage to get hit with a super attack this turn, it's probably going to be GG. So as long as Bulma doesn't get hit with one here, and she is, oh goodness, is she going to have what it takes to tank this? Not quite. Dang! I really want to get the win with this team. I'm very confident we can do it. Let's go ahead and go in one more time. And just see if we can make things happen here. I'm super confident in this team, but I do like what's happening here because we're showing off some of the weaknesses with this team too, right? It's definitely not... it definitely doesn't serve you to jump into an event you know, and just wank every single character, or continue to delete runs until you get like the perfect one, right? It's also worth noting that I think personally this team would be a little bit stronger if we weren't using the Boo Boys as the friend unit, and if we were just using a second GT duo instead. I think that this team would definitely be performing a little bit better. But I did want to just be able to show off the Boo Boys, and because we haven't managed to get their, you know, we haven't managed to get their active skill or their standby skill off yet, I still want to leave them on here just in case. Okay, we're going to start clicking through a lot quicker. We're already at like 30 minutes here, so just so that we can potentially get a win before we reach like an hour or something. I'm going to try and start running these turns a little bit quicker here, and I'll definitely be explaining less since I'm sure you guys are fully understanding how this team build works at this point. Okay, I don't remember how many key spheres we managed to grab with Bulma. I think we got the 5, but not the 7. Yeah. Because she is getting that guaranteed additional super when we launch the 7 key spheres, which obviously is very rare because we're prioritizing giving all the key spheres to Broly, Chi-Lai, and Limo. Okay, so getting the additionals with God Goku is going to be a huge deal because of that great defense raise. It's going to help him tank a lot better if he does get hit with any attacks. Although, obviously, the idea is for him to just not get hit in the first place, right? Okay, so do we want God Goku up first or the GT duo? Let's go ahead and put God Goku first. I think that's smarter. I want to leave that rainbow orb there just for some extra key selection chances here. There we go. Perfect. So we get the 24 key with them. Can we get a double 24 key thing here? Oh, they're at 23. No, so close, so close. Okay. And we've already got lots of orbs set up next turn. Nice, we dodge a super attack. Very good. That definitely would have hit us very, very hard. Yeah, because we didn't grab the 6 key spheres, we were only able to get the 5 this turn. He does not have guard up, so that is going to make a huge difference in the amount of damage he's taking, right? Oh no. And here we go, getting hit by a super. Okay, not too bad because he was post-super, right? So he was able to build up that defense first. This team just has so much utility. It just feels like there's always an answer around the corner, right? You know, again, we do have like those 1 or 2 lackluster units on the team. It's worth noting here, though, that the only reason I have the Int God Goku on the team and the Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku on the team is because I needed to have a full superclass team in order to get the Physical God Goku's entrance animation off. So you need 6 or more superclass allies. So the Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lemo is the only extreme class ally we were able to have. This is obviously not the strongest defensive build that you could make for the Power of Wishes team. I will make some more videos on this team coming up. You know, over the next couple of days, and I'll be showing off some different team builds that don't rely so heavily on, you know, these cohesive, like, entire team builds. We'll take Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lemo off the team at some point, so we don't have to stress about them getting their 7 key every turn so much. And we'll be looking at a better, you know, more well-rounded version of this team. This is just kind of the fun build that I wanted to show off, to be able to exemplify some of these units that don't get used often, that can definitely see some powerful output on this team, right? Okay, so we're able to get lots of physical key spheres. I think I want to kind of be stingy with them and get as many as possible, especially because we're on the int phase, right? So they're going to do a lot of damage here. Yeah, their attack stat is probably going to be looking pretty good this turn. And then I do want to select the 7 key spheres with Bulma, but I also want to make sure that the Super Saiyan 4 Goku at the end can super attack, so I don't want to make any mistakes. So let's just go with the 6 for them. That way we can save all these tech key spheres for him. Yeah, what's his defense looking like? It's not that high. We're not going to get a ton of healing with him, so let's just go ahead and grab the 3. That way we can save all those rainbow orbs on the other side for next rotation. Yeah, key management is just so important with this team build that we have going, right? Okay, 7.6 million from Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lemo. You guys like that? You think this is a bad unit? 7.6 million? With a guaranteed chance to dodge? We just, like, I don't see how people can say that unit is bad. Like, this is definitely the best place in the game to use them, is on this Power of Wishes team, for sure, right? I suppose they can also be used on, like, a Bond of Friendship team, because, you know, you have the Trunks and Giru who can double orb change and provide them a lot of orbs. I've done a showcase of that team before as well, but yeah, on this team, this is definitely another good place for, you know, for Broly Chilai Lemo. So the more and more categories that they continue to be added to is just helping them out a lot. And it definitely builds an even stronger case for me to, you know, for me to say that they're a good unit, because I've always said that, right? Okay, so here we are again, below 50% HP. So we can go ahead and activate our Spirit Bomb, so let's go ahead and do that.
Please, everyone, lend me your energy. I can't die. Not yet.
On it! Please, Kakarot! I need your power! You guys...
Awesome. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and do the same thing that we did last time. We'll put the Physical God Goku in slot 1 here. That way he can potentially tank and or dodge and whatnot for us there. And then we'll select these. That way the Int God Goku can grab these Int Orbs. I believe this is the exact same rotation we had last time too. Interesting. Do we dodge? No. Okay, so this is probably KO right here. Yeah.
You haven't won yet!
I can't die just yet. Not until I'm done with you. Citizens of the universe, give me all your energy. Thank you, everyone. This is it.
Alright, so we were able to do a bit of damage there, but again, the damage really isn't the biggest deal with that Spirit Bomb. The main draw is the, you know, is the revive and being able to get all of our HP back for free. That definitely is a good thing, right? Okay, so we have to be very careful how we select orbs here in order to be able to select the 7 in that second slot. I'm thinking this is going to be the right answer. Let's see. We can. I will reset the app if we misclick here and don't get the 7. Because I'm positive that there's a way we can. There we go, we got the 7. No problem, no problem. So now we're definitely going to dodge there. And we don't have any attacks to worry about at the end. So we are 100% guaranteed to survive this turn. That's decent. We're going to save that Rainbow Orb for the next turn, since we don't get the 24 key super off anyway. Probably going to be a better idea to save it. Okay, Bulma should be good to go here. Yeah, she's fine. Nice, critical hit from her too. On the turn that she has type advantage, that is very, very helpful. Helps us do some extra damage indeed. Let's see how much better she tanks this post super. Even better. Pretty much no damage. You love to see that. If we had managed to get off the double super with her, then she probably would have double digit tanked that. Oh, nice, that's huge. There was a super attack right there waiting for us. Love that, love that. Okay, so because we didn't get the 24 key super, we're only able to get up to 3 attacks here. Which obviously we have a smaller chance. Okay, but we still did get the hidden potential system additional. Because each attack that you do in the turn does have a chance to proc that hidden potential system additional, right? So when you do get the full guaranteed 3 attacks, you just have a better chance to get the 4th one, right? Okay, we're getting to that point again. We're almost there. So we're gonna go ahead and put God Goku in the first slot here. He gets his 6 orbs, so he gets his guard up and everything. And then we've got all these orbs for them, so they'll be at 24 ki. Perfect. And then we can grab that orb for him. Okay. So I think as long as... Oh, we're getting hit here. But we do have guard up, so that's going to help. I don't think we'll die. Yeah, that was decent. Okay. Definitely a acceptable amount of damage to take, right? We just definitely need to be careful because we know that the Super Saiyan 4 Goku is going to get hit decently hard in that final slot. It does help that he has type advantage. Hopefully he can get off a double super or something. You know, I put him on the team because he's got that medium chance to counter super attacks, so I figured that could have been helpful here. But we've only really been seeing him get hit by normals, and he's getting hit pretty hard even then. So that is very unfortunate. Okay, the third guaranteed, and then we'll see if that hidden potential one procs. Again, my guy's only 55%, so he doesn't have a lot of additional available for him. But there is some. Okay, so it's just the normal. Alright, what are we going to take here? Let's see. Nice! They are up to that maximum damage reduction number that they can be at with like 50%, right? So that's definitely helping them out quite a bit. Okay, sweet. The type advantage helped him too. He didn't take nearly as much as I thought he would. Perfect. Okay, nice. We get to use Bulma's active skill. So let me go ahead and put the animations on. The active skill skip off. So we can use her active skill. Let me give myself a refresher what it does again. So, because it's turn 7, that's why we're able to launch it. It's going to change all key spheres on the field into STR, and we're going to give all allies 7 key, and attack and defense 17%, and attacks effective against all types for 1 turn. Insane. So it's going to be a very, very powerful rotation for us. Let's go ahead and see it. Nice, good stuff. And one of the best parts about this is that because Bulma, you know, is going to be able to select an entire field worth of, worth of STR key spheres, she's going to get a ton of attack and defense for the turn because she is nuking, right? She's getting 17% attack and defense per key sphere obtained, and she's also going to heal us back to full HP. Now, that's normally what would happen. The only problem with doing this is that if I select all these key spheres, it is 100% up to the fate of the game whether Broly, Chila, and Lemo are going to be able to select 7 key spheres. So I am going to still do it because this is a type advantage rotation for the God Goku here. We should be good to select all these key spheres. And there we go. We'll go back up to full HP. And then what I was hoping for, and still kind of am, we'll have to see here, is if there's a way to select the 7 key spheres right now, right? Because we can select key spheres first with the God Goku, and then hopefully we can select 7 with Broly, Chila, and Lemo. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, to be honest with you. So yeah, this might actually be a really bad turn. We may be dead here, but it also depends how much damage we're able to do, because I suppose there's a chance we could just finish off the fight here, right? So let's go ahead and try it. I am going to leave, leave it in Fate's hands, whether we do this or not. Okay, and then the 5 orbs are going to give them, because it's int orbs here, we're going to be giving a defensive buff to everybody. What are our defensive stats looking like? Yeah, Bulma and God Goku are looking decent, but obviously if we don't finish off this guy by the time Broly, Chila, and Lemo are done, then I think we lose here. So, yikes. This could be really bad. To be honest, I probably should have played this differently, to not have Bulma in that first slot there. It was a gamble, and it didn't pay off, so we're just going to have to hope for the best here. This is definitely going to be a double-digit tank, right? Yeah, there we go. No problem, no problem. Oof. Yeah, I honestly don't even know, even if we're still at 100% HP, if Broly, Chila, and Lemo could tank 3 normal attacks at the end. So that's gonna be a huge thing to be discovered, right? Okay, it's all gonna be up to God Goku and how much damage he's able to put out here. Let's see if we can get lucky and get that critical hit. He does have a lot of crit built into his passive. Nice, very good. And an additional crit. Yes. And he dodges a super. Okay, perfect. Do Broly, Chila, and Lemo have what it takes to finish him off here? 3.4 million. Can this do it? Can this do it? They've got a decent chance to crit as well. I've put a lot of crit and additional in their kit because of the guaranteed dodge, right? Additional? No! Okay, but they did live. They did live. That was so close. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Perfect. And we get the free win here. We're not even going to have to bother with the active skill. There's not enough time left in the turn. But we do get the free finish here with God Goku's active skill. So let's go ahead and launch it for the win. Nice. GG's, Cellmax. GG's. It was a fun 45 minutes. Alright, so there we go. We were able to clear Cellmax with no items with the Power of Wishes team. Very fun stuff. This team is so fun. I love all of the utility here. So many very recent units with awesome animations. It seems like Dokkan has put a lot of attention to detail into these Power of Wishes characters, so really fun stuff. We'll have more Power of Wishes showcases coming out throughout the anniversary. There's lots more characters to showcase. You know, Orange Piccolo is one of them. You know, we've got all the Golden Frieza cards. Definitely some other very formidable units that we can play with coming up. So I hope you guys enjoyed that initial showcase, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace!